A journey all over the world by me. So at day one, which was June 1st in 2019, from London where I actually began my journey. I packed all my requisite needs, including the sufficient amount of food, into my huge package for a long trip with my friend. The motorboat was pretty big, and it had a roof and a place where we could go in and sleep inside. It was powered by gasoline, and we were lucky to have a navigation system facilitated. So in day two, which is 2nd of June 2019, we went to Sweden. In Imingholm, the UK port, to the Gothenburg port of Sweden. Our first plan was to look around the city of Gothenburg in Sweden, and we visited a restaurant for grilled veal with sauce parsley root called Flamulgen, which is that picture. So following, we went to the Kunst Museum where it held a number of great statues and artworks from Monet, Picasso, and Munch. Here. And there were too many people crowded, which bothered me a bit. Next up, our plan was to visit the Hoti Cultural Society. The park healed me with its great nature and trees. In our day three, we visited Norway, which was a quick revision in our planning. We revised on our schedule and visited the country beside, which was Norway, and we decided to go to the nearest place with amazing nature called Flum. In order to visit the place, we had to sail about 5 hours across the North Sea and Bergen Harbor in Norway. So initial thing that we saw were the people there who were singing and dancing in their traditional clothes. They were wearing red and white fluffy clothes. Some of the children were wearing cute hats on them. Yeah. And the long river was in the middle of the great mountains beside, which was very amazing. Amazing. Here, like that. So the best part of the Flum was riding a train, and the train went along the river, and then we moved. Yes. We spent a lot of time there, and it's now day 5, which is June 5th in 2019. So the next day, we weren't able to park our boat in our port of Malaga. So a Spanish man helped us. He was wearing a mantilla, which is a traditional clothing of Spain, the port of Malaga. And we thanked him a lot. Our first stop was Madrid, which took us about 5 hours to arrive in. Right after we arrived, my friend and I saw an amazing food truck where they sold calamari sandwich, which is a sandwich filled with squid fries, like that. It cost about 4.8 euros. I saw a lot of spraying paints in the streets, and Plaza Major here was where we stayed the after. The place was crowded with tourists, and we looked at some statues there and scurried out the place for the flea market in Madrid called the Rosto. Called the Rosto. The Rosto is the famous flea market in Sunday morning, and busking in the streets while we were walking caught our attention. This is the flea market. And then the 6th day, in June 6th, we visited Morocco. In Morocco, we arrived at the dock in Tetawan, and we visited the place where we could feel the tradition called Chefchaouen there. The place was full of blue color, so we bought some souvenirs from the market. We had a small cup of tea while we walked. So the next stop was the Tades Valley. Here, Tades Valley. And the Tades Valley showed an astounding panorama of stones and heavy mountain ranges. And this ship boasts of it. We had a chance to go up the valley and take some pictures. from the top of those mountain ranges. I was a bit scared, but was still very memorable. So the next day, in day 8, we sailed for 3 days straight because of the strong storm through the Tyrrhenian Sea and Mediterranean Sea. So the storm was strong enough that it was seriously dangerous. So our next schedule was originally to visit Egypt right after the visitation of Madrid, but we had to rest by the port in Italy waiting until the storm ceased. So, in Italy, my friend reminded me of the best foods of Italy: pizza, lasagna, risotto, gelato, or moreover, and more and more. We agreed to go find a restaurant where foods were served. The food was amazing, and it was flavorful, delicious. Not only the food, but the people were nice around there. And day 10. Day 10, we visited Egypt, which was very sandy. We saw the Sphinx in Giga Necropolis there, and some camels caught our sight. They were walking through, and all the people were usually wearing the long sleeves and hats to prevent the sandy weather too. Next stop, we visited Greece in the day of the 11th, which was my birthday. So Greece will be my favorite place of all the sailing journey. The most famous place, Athens, is a place I visited the very first. The long pillar was standing the weight of the temples, and the city around was very amazing, impressive. The highlight was the Meteora, which took me 4 hours straight. It looked like a story of scenery that comes out from the story of fantasy, where magic spiking, like it looks like this. And the last day, in day of 12, I visited Turkey. We headed early in the morning to enjoy the last day in Turkey for the Aegean Sea. So across the dock, we noticed that Greece and Turkey was well connected by the city of Istanbul. So Istanbul, which is famous for its grand and imposing building structure, I really, personally really like the place called the Blue Mosque. Our very last schedule was Cappadocia. Cappadocia is a famous place with its amazing landscape when you're watching those in a hot air balloon when it's sunset. Even though we weren't able to ride those hot air balloons, the scenery healed me and made us happy. And my friend and I talked together through the night. Yay. Thank you. Ooh.